Hi everyone, this is Ocean Spirit Tarot. Tonight I'm going to do a short read for Sagittarius. I said I'd do these reads all the time and I just don't find the time to do it, so we've got time tonight. So far what I see in the pre-shuffle is there's been a breakup. You guys have had a breakup with somebody, there's something going on. But start off with, we've got strength. And we've got the Seven of Cups. I've seen the user moving forward. There's something that's shift in the relationship. You weren't fulfilled anymore. You're moving forward. You're not looking back. Justice just fell on the ground. Alright, won't be a second. Alright, so Justice fell on the ground. Along with the Six of Cups and the Death. Something's closed out. I feel like that you've split from a relationship because you weren't fulfilled. You wasn't what you wanted. You thought this person was a long-term person, but there was a lot of illusions. They sort of put out a persona of someone that they weren't. And things have been balanced back out. You've seen through the illusions. You're looking back at past memories. Maybe you were a relationship that you had in the past and you're looking for more something like that. But whatever this relationship is that you had, it's not what you want. It's not what you expected it to be. The person isn't what you expected them to be. Things have changed. Yeah, look, Tower. And the Ten of Wands, it's just become a burden. Ooh, something to do with friendship, something, maybe you're looking for something that has a little bit more fun, a little bit more social to it. Maybe this person was too controlling. But whatever it is, it's definitely caused a lot of conflict. Maybe they were. Maybe they pretended as though they were sort of, you know, social and happy, but when it come to going out and doing things with other people, there was always a fight at the end of the night. There was always jealousy. Very controlling. Got the Hangman. Five of Cups. That's that disappointment. Things didn't work out the way that you expected to. You got the Six of Wands reversed. The Three of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for someone that's more stable. Generous and caring. More nurturing. Sorry, my dog's trying to catch a fly. Yeah, at the moment you're in the Hangman. You're trying to think about things a little bit. You're not wanting to make any fast movements. You know that this relationship's over. You know that that's not what you want. You're not looking backwards. You're looking forwards, but you're not jumping straight away at things. You're trying to process the grief and because you didn't expect this relationship to hurt as much as what it did. So you're trying to process your emotions and process how you feel at the moment, which is where you get the Three of Swords. That's a heartbreak. I don't think there's going to be heartbreak for too much longer, but yeah, your Six of Wands being reversed, you know, you expected it to be a successful relationship. You expected it to be something that would move forward and would be a stable relationship in the end, and it just wasn't. You know, having it reversed is the opposite. You know, it wasn't what you expected. It's sort of, the person wasn't who you thought they were. They weren't that stable, sort of caring person. I think they pretended to be, but when it come down to it and you got to know them more and more, I just don't think that they were. I think they were all about themselves. Let's see a little bit more. So you got the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. They were very flirty. Very flirty and very immature. They weren't very hot-tempered. They sort of come in very fast, and I think when you would be out with other people, they were like that towards other people. Very flirty, very, the way they would speak, the way they would act, and it wasn't something that you really like in a partner. But then at the same time, they were real hot-tempered when it come to you talking to anyone else, or, you know, you doing anything. They sort of would fly out into a rage. There was just, yeah, a lot of jealousy I just get. Like, you're wanting more balance. You're wanting more sort of something that's more stable, something that's more secure. And this is where you feel like you're having to defend yourself and stand up for yourself, because I feel like this person, with their impulse and things that they say, I don't think are very nice. And I think the way they are, they sort of, they're reversed. There's a bit of gaslighting. The way they act around people and how they flirt and how they sort of play games, they're sort of flipping that onto you, that as if it's you that's the problem. And I think you know yourself that it's not. I think you've been in like an actual proper relationship before, and something that wasn't as toxic as what this is. And that's where you've got that nostalgia, and you're looking back at memories and you're thinking, this isn't really what I want. I'm not happy. You're definitely looking for a new opportunity, looking for something different. You're definitely not going back. You're not looking behind. Maybe you already have your eyes on somebody else. You've got the Star. You're looking for someone that's more, you know, someone that brings that light into your life. Someone that has more that healing and nurturing, and that wants to look after you, wants to put effort in, but has their own independence too, because you've got the Nine of Pentacles. You're looking for someone that has their own independence, someone that's not clingy. Can't stand people that are clingy. They cling to you, and then they're carrying on about you're doing this and you're doing that, and the majority of the time is them. Sleepless nights. This person's caused you nothing but stress. But you got the Magician and you got the Ace of Wands, and you're manifesting something totally new, something different into your life, because then you got the Two of Cups. With the Chariot and the Four of Wands, something's going to come in fast. I think the moment that you get rid of this person and this energy out of your life, I feel like as though that they're very draining, that things are going to come through for you. Sagittarius, you aren't really one to sit back. When you find something, you know, when you see something that you just like, you just go for it. And I think that that's what's going to happen. I think maybe that's where that other person that I've seen in there, that you've seen someone that more ticks the boxes that you're looking for. And maybe that's what's shown you that this isn't what you want anymore, this relationship. And you're not looking back, you're going forward. Go for it. This person seems as though they're very toxic, and they really just suck the life out of you. Just gives you nothing but anxiety and stress. And who needs that in their life? But anyway, I'm going to leave that there for you, Sagittarius. Bye.